Welcome to the Secret Sauce of Outsourcing podcast that's dedicated to making you better at working with and hiring OFS, Online Filipino Specialists. This is episode 341. Are you still on the fence about hiring an OFS? This is episode 341, which is a lot. Hundreds of episodes. I'll often get someone emailing me that says, I listened to every single one of your podcast episodes. Thank you so much. And now I'm ready to hire. I'm like, dude, you spent like months listening to podcast episodes before you were ready to hire you. Why were you on the fence for so long? What did I need to do to tip you over the edge? Because the reality is that nothing changes until you hire someone, right? Like something doesn't change in your life. You don't get more time. You don't get that thing off of your plate until you actually take the leap. But I get that taking the leap is scary. So I got an email from Di this week, which was so awesome. Here's what she said, and I just want to read this so that if you're on the fence, maybe this will give you that push. She says, I posted my first job on Friday, and by the Tuesday, I had made my first hire. I simply followed the 1 VA away process, and it was brilliant. And I am loving my guy. He's a gem. I communicated with about 15 to 20 candidates, lost track, narrowed it down to 14, and then narrowed it down to 6 from there as emails went back and forth, which is exactly what I teach in 1 VA away. It's so simple to narrow it down when you do it the way that I do it. I asked one of them a lot of questions and invited him to Zoom if that was easier, and he said yes, that would be much easier. And as we were talking on Zoom, I knew this was the guy for me, so I hired him on the spot. We nutted out salary and hours and terms. I sent him a confirmation email about the same, and he started immediately. I am celebrating so many things. ... Taking a leap and trusting myself and my business vision enough to outsource. Purchasing 1 VA away and registering for online jobs. Following the process of 1 VA away and not just going it alone. Hiring a great candidate. And, the most important, that I get to change someone else's life by giving them a job and that I can be in service of my staff as well as my families. I'm an art educator. By growing my business. This one I did not bank on or expect. And when I told my family that I had hired a VA, tears of gratitude welled and I could not keep them away. Feel teary again writing this. I wanted you to know the impact of what you have created, the ripple effect in full play here. Much gratitude, Di. So over the weekend, Di found a great VA for her business. Over the weekend, Friday to Tuesday. It's just not hard. And for $49, if you have the right coupon, which I hope you do, 1VAaway.com can help you hire that right person, hire that first person, hire the 12th person, whatever it is, 1VAaway.com will make it easier for you to hire the right person. So if you're on the fence, it's time to get off. It's time to get off the fence. Make that hire. Start changing things in your business.